We're the visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video, man. Now, I know I ain't make a video on this channel in a long time. You feel me? But we back now. And, today's video I'm going to talk to y'all about. Title of this video is going to be called One Life, Stop Wasting Time. So, let me just get straight to it, man, because I'm out of storage space in this motherfucking phone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so I'm going to just tell you this. I've been on a no-fap streak for 19 days. I started all the way on April 1st, and I relapsed yesterday, man. And I did it 2 times. You feel me? And I just want to say this and I made a video about this on my Word of Trillionaires. Y'all can feel free to check that out if y'all want to. But basically, on my 19 days that I did, I was feeling the best version that I could have possibly ever felt about myself. I was around all the women. What's some other things? I was getting to the bag consistently. I was traveling, get to see a whole lot of different places, whole lot of new positive experiences and shit. I was living my best life in this bitch, real shit. You know what I'm saying? And then right after I did that relapse, I did it 2 times. After I did that, I felt like complete crap. I literally, real short. You know what I'm saying? I literally woke up today with I felt like I had a hangover or some shit. Point I'm trying to get across, why does this correlate with the title of this video, One Life, Stop Wasting Time? You see, that is one of the ways you could waste your time. When you're jacking off consistently every single day, I just want you to know, you're wasting time, buddy. Females can do it too. Real talk. Y'all wasting time as y'all keep on, or if you're a female, I don't know what the fuck y'all do. I was going to do something. I was going to do some extra shit. But real talk, y'all can look on the y'all end as well. But as long as you keep on doing that day after day after day after day after day, you do not realize that you're letting time go by. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even just with that. It could be with anything. It could be with like substances that you might use, like, anything that's trying to make you want to escape for, whatever that makes you help you to escape or some shit like that. All of those things is making you waste time. So I'm just going to say this. I used to always say that my biggest mistake was being broke. Real talk. That is literally, it was my biggest mistake. I ain't going to sit back and catch you, man. I ain't going to sit back and lie. But I fully realized that wasn't my biggest mistake. That's the second biggest mistake. My first biggest mistake that I ever made was to waste time. And the reason for it being is because, the reason as to why my second biggest mistake is to be broke is simply because you can get rich at any given time. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, though, you could get rich when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. It could be any time you could get rich. Point I'm trying to get across is those times that you wasted when you was broke. That's going to, like I just said, it's going to make you waste a whole lot of time that you didn't even know you wasted. You see, one thing about time, it creeps up on us slowly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we all have the saying I had. I know me personally, I be saying the same shit. It's like, let's say, let me use the example, right? So let's say you wake up like around 9 o'clock or some shit like that, right? Or 8 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You wake up at 8 o'clock or some shit like that. Then boom, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, it's like motherfucking 5 p.m. or some shit like that. Time flew by out in this bitch. Especially on the weekends, you know what I'm saying? On the weekdays when you got to go to work, that's another time waster. Yeah, time might be slow when you at a job, I love my job. I work at an all-female job. I'm around other bitches. You know what I'm saying? But, other people, they don't have that same leisure as me. I got a travel driving job as well, not trying to flex or nothing like that. But I love my job, so I feel like I ain't wasting time. But most people, man, they wasting their time when they work at a job. It's a job that they probably may not like or some shit like that. Point I'm trying to get across is, time is going to go by slow when you at that job because you don't like it. But as soon as the weekends hit, what happened? Time be going by fast like a motherfucker, man. But I'm trying to get across is this time creeps up on us slowly. Time creeps up on us in stealth mode. That's what I fully realized. Because, I'm using multiple examples, man. Gary Vee said this. I remember I was looking at a Gary Vee video like a couple years back, and Gary Vee said, go to a retirement home one day, right? Go to a retirement home and you will see that all of those people that's in their retirement home, they probably in their 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and some shit like that. You will see that all of them are regretting the life that they live simply because they didn't live up to their potential. I'm telling you what it is, man. You see, as humans, man, we don't realize that time is the most valuable, it's the most important thing that we have or that we got. We don't realize that because like I just said, time creeps up on us in stealth mode. It's you know, as every single second, I'm getting older every single second. Every single thing keeps on moving forward, but we don't, we not looking at it like that because we taking time for granted on some shit. But point I'm trying to get across is, to all those people in those retirement homes, right? They regret their life simply because they didn't live up to their potential. So, point I'm trying to get across, it could have been things that they could have done. Real talk, I'm just speaking from experience as well. It's multiple things I could have done. There's multiple females I wish I could have approached some shit like that, asked for their number, just see how things went. But, it's that fear. I hate that damn fear of rejection. I can't stand that shit because it gets in your way. But I can't let that shit get in my way no more because I realized that we got one life in this bitch and we gotta live it up. You know what I'm saying? But, before I even get to that though, it just, but like, that's one of the ways, I'm saying, so you see people that you wish you could approach, right? Or, if you're a female watching this, it's probably a dude that you wish you could approach, but you don't get to approach them because, you're afraid. So you're going to waste time. So you're going to feel that regret in the future. So it's like when you're in your 60s, some shit like that, right? You thinking about all the times you could approach, this goes for men and women. You think about all the times you could approach the people that you wanted, but you didn't do it because you was afraid. Ain't that some fuck shit? Because it really is. You know what I'm saying? But you're not gonna realize that when you at this current time. You're gonna realize it when you get old. Like, oh, I wish I could have approached her. You know what I'm saying? Or female watching this. Oh, I wish I could have approached him or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Same goes for like the Same goes for the things that you wish you could have done back in, let's say, I regret the things that I could have done when I was in high school or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's another one, the things that you could have did in school. You know what I'm saying? That's another one you could regret later on in life or some shit. Or, what's another thing, like I said, I didn't say it yet, but, you probably want to travel the world, but you don't have the time to travel the world. You got a job, you know what I'm saying? Then when it's on the weekend, some shit like that, you just so tired from your job and shit like that. You stuck in the average mindset. You say they got all this shit mapped out so you could lose time. I'm telling you, man, they got everything. Look, man, the higher up, look, they got everything they got everything perfectly laid out. So you could live the worst life that you could ever live. I'm telling you what it is. See, look, man, the moment you start looking at life like you only got one life in this bitch, that's when you're gonna start doing the things that you got to do. I'm doing that right now, man. And it's the reason as to why I'm making this video is because I got stuck in the same mindset that 99% of us is stuck in. Like I said, we waste a whole lot of time. We think that we are immortal on some shit. Like, of course we know we're going to get old, but like I said, we think we're not going to regret anything is what I'm trying to say. So when we get older and some shit like that, right, that's when everything is going to hit. I'm telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Why you think, like I said, that's the reason as to why I'm regretting what I wish I could have did more when I was in high school and shit like that, because I ain't do shit. I'm just telling you what it is. Well, I did a couple, and that's the thing. We might do a little bit just to get by on some shit. We might do a little bit just to say we did it, but we ain't really fully live up to our potential or some shit. And that's what I'm talking about in this video. We need to start doing what it is that we truthfully want to do on some shit. So, but yeah, man, that's all, and that's why I'm titling the video "One Life, Live It Up," because I'm telling you what it is. We got one life in this bitch, man. Like I said, I think, like I said, I don't want to believe in that. I feel like a whole lot of us don't want to believe in that. It's just real shit, man. Like, it's gonna be some point in time, man. It's gonna be some point in time, man. We're gonna have the opportunity to get older, some shit like that. Now, I found me the fountain of youth, so I'm gonna look young when I'm old. but it's gonna be a point in time. I'm still gonna get old in this bitch. It's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a point in time, and then I'm gonna transcend somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it is I'm gonna go to. Might come back here. Might go to a different planet. Might be a different species, or it might be another human. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen on some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. But this is why we got to live up to our best potential right now. And it's something that I always speak about, right? Like I said, I look at a whole lot of spiritual YouTubers, and shout out to Dolo. You know what I'm saying? Dolo makes the most sense when it comes to spirituality. That's why I look at Dolo a whole lot. But what Dolo was talking about in one of his videos, he was saying, like, and it makes sense. He said, the way that you live now, because it's something called the law of attraction. The way it is that you live now will determine the way that it is that you live now will determine how your next life will be. You know what I'm saying? If next lives is real and shit like that, we got another life where we transcend. If that's all real, it makes sense with what it is that he's saying. So basically what it is I'm doing, I'm making sure that I live the best life that I could possibly live for myself. So I know, like I said, because energy never leaves. You know what I'm saying? That's one, like I said, that's one thing I do know. Energy will always stay in this bitch. So if my energy is high enough, my energy has a whole lot of experience of saying, you know, I'm living it up. I'm living my best life, living my dream, had the highest vibration I could ever have and shit like that. If my energy keeps on resonating on this motherfucking frequency, you know what I'm saying? Then if next life is real in this bitch, which I 100% believe is real, you know what I'm saying? Because we in a spiritual motherfucking game. This is a simulation not in this bitch. You know, but if all of this is real, you know what I'm saying, then I'm going motherfucking there because the law of attraction is real in this bitch. Real shit. So I 100% believe it's real and some shit. But, you know, if you're a person that don't believe in real, if you're a person that doesn't believe in real, I know you might have some bucket lists. Like all I'm saying is, like, I'm gonna say it one more time, man. We honestly take this for granted. I'm telling you what it is. We honestly take life for granted on some shit. Like, it's and the reason for it being is because we live here every single day. And it's like, you know, we are very fortunate that nothing is happening to us or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're not having no. I don't even want to say any of the motherfucking words, but you're not having any the C word that rhymes with bar and the A word that rhymes with flexidence, you know, or, you know, you're not having any, you know, you're not having anything serious happening to you or some shit like that. I'm just telling you what it is. So since you're not having none of those things happening to you, right, you're not looking in life like, oh, I only got one life. I got to live it up in this bitch. I gotta do whatever it is I got to do. I got to live out my dreams. I got to talk to the females I want. If you're a female watching this, I got to talk to the dudes that I want. I got to give it my all on this life. I only got one life to live. I got to do every single thing. You're not looking at it like that because it might be because you think you have no reason to look at it like that. But I don't know, man. You probably just gotta have like some, like I said, why did I start thinking like this? I literally started thinking about it today because I ain't gonna sit back and lie to you, man. It was a female that I seen, right? It was a female that I seen that was at a and she was working at a place or some shit like that. And basically, you know, I didn't go deep into it, aka like, you know, I didn't ask for a number or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm not gonna get into like, oh, you know, she could ask for my number. I'm not doing it. I know females watching this video, you know, when you see a dude that you like or some shit like that, you be saying like, oh, if he really wanted to, he could. Yeah, it's true. If he really wanted to, he could. But at the end of the day, how about if he going through the same fucking fear that you got? You know what I'm saying? But that's basically where hesitation comes from. Hesitation comes from fear. You know what I'm saying? And I fucking hate that shit. I can't stand it because it stands in your way. But I think in order for us to motherfucking manipulate that to get out of our way on some shit, then we got to look at like we only got one life to live. And that's why I came up to the conclusions like, you know, I need to stop doing this shit. I need to stop wasting time. Like if there's a female it is that I want to get to know some shit like that, then I need to stop wasting my time and I need to approach the bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you what it is. And females watching this video, you need to have the same mentality that I got. I know you're saying like, oh, if he wanted to, he could. Like I said, he might be going through the same thing it is that you got. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, all of us is going to have the D word. All of us are going to die in this bitch. I'm just telling you what it is and some shit. It's just what it is. Everyone it is that you see around. Look at all these people right here. She gonna get gone. He gonna get gone. She, him, all these people in the car. I'm telling you what it is. Look, let me see if I can find some other people in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, man. Let me see if I can find some other people. I don't know if y'all can see them people all the way down there and some shit like that. But those people, I'm telling you, man, they not going to live forever in this bitch. And that's the point I'm trying to get across. I'm telling you, the game in this bitch. None of us is going to live forever in this bitch. And that's the reason as to why I'm saying you got to do what the fuck it is that you got to do. I'm telling you, man, so... Man, I might make me a motherfucking bucket list, man. Like I said, man, we think about shit like this when we get old.